to the final day here in Costa Rica. I had a beautiful night at my Airbnb. The lady was super nice, man. She made me dinner, made me breakfast. Oh, baby cows. I enjoyed my stay at Maribel's. Such a nice lady, man. I felt right at home. I did not want to leave. Today I'm gonna head to a hot springs called El Choyin, something like that. I had a really long conversation with the lady. She was telling me about how her husband died a couple of months ago. I can tell she still feels it, and I can tell she also feels a bit lonely. And she's such a nice lady, man. Such an amazing lady. Lived in El Salvador for 40 years, damn near her whole life, and now she's living here in Costa Rica, where she was born. I hope to see her one day again. She's a very kind soul, man. Very kind soul. Kind souls like that deserve the world. When I tell you guys that whenever I come to Central America, I just feel at home. The people here, the atmosphere, the vibe.
Don't say you down. You gotta stand at the back. Got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up.
So I want to point something out. If you can see the guy in the vest to my left, that apparently, based on Google reviews, is the parking cartel or the parking mafia. Those are people that do not work for the city, do not work for the town, do not work for the state. They're just there to get your money and go. Now, if you look up some Google reviews about what goes on around this place, which is where the hot springs are at, a lot of people will say that they're sort of aggressive when you don't pay them, and then they also threaten you when you don't pay them. You absolutely do not have to pay them, but you probably might expect them to do something to your vehicle, your belongings, or what have you. So instead of going or parking to like the local spot, the local hot spring, I ended up going to a business type hot springs. And just to reiterate, parking on the street and paying the mafia, I believe is like 2,000 to 5,000 in Costa Rican money. But I'm going to show you guys two sides of the hot springs. So one side is actually, you can walk to the local side. For some reason, the hot spring business wants to shut down that local side. But that's where all the local people go. Apparently it's very dirty. Well, it wasn't very dirty, but the locals do leave some trash there and whatnot. For the business side of the hot springs, I believe it was $25, $30, and then parking was free. And they give you your own locker, your own towel. They have a hot spring pool, and then they also have the regular hot springs. So keep that in mind when you're going to these hot springs. So I do believe I spent about 2 hours at the hot springs. Afterwards I decided it was time to go because I was getting wrinkly and I got kind of bored. Arroz con leche. It's nice because there is a touristy town 30 minutes from the hot spring, and you can also go up to the volcano, like drive close to the volcano that was at the hot springs, which is really nice. This town that I'm driving through, I call it Sloth Town because apparently you can see a lot of sloths there. And then my tour guide also told me that there was another spot right here where people jump from a swing into whatever that other hot spring was. So that's pretty cool. Apparently people die there. Keep that in mind.
You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you got to stand up.
So after about 3 hours of riding, I finally make it back to San Jose. And I can definitely say this trip was well worth it. So I ended up making it to my Airbnb. I was staying at a local town close to the airport just because I have a very early morning flight and I honestly don't want to be traveling long before my flight. We got here just to drop off my bags and then I needed to drop off the bike afterwards. This is me passing the airport. There's a spot, I didn't notice, but there's a spot to actually watch the airplanes. If you look to my right, there's a bunch of people just relaxing and watching the airplanes. And funny enough, there's a whole strip club right next to the airport. That's insane to me. You'll never find me in that though. And then this is my last toll. Thank God, my last toll of the trip. And I can definitely say I will not miss these tolls from Costa Rica. But this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Costa Rica series. I really can't wait for the next adventure of mine. I'm still planning it out as I'm recording this. If you made it to the end, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And see you guys on the next adventure. Peace out.